Listen to the 48 Hours podcast for shocking murder cases and compelling real-life dramas from one of television's most watched true crime shows. Go behind the scenes of each episode with award-winning CBS News correspondents and producers in Postmortem, a weekly deep dive. Listen to 48 Hours wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, I wanted to, I don't know, just felt like talking, I have an idea of what I'm gonna title this episode, and hopefully, at some point in time, it lunges my stand-up comedy career, but anyways, I wanted to, kind of just do a series, here and there, just overall, just showcasing my comedian skills. I feel like I would be a good stand-up comedian, but I feel like I'm saying that, and then as soon as I get up on stage, that's the thing, because I don't think I would freeze. I don't think I would, just start panicking up on stage and stuff. No, I feel like but the thing is, I'll do, improvised comedy, because that's just who I am. I improvise everything, whether it's a video, podcast, episode, Twitch streams, whatever it is, I'm overall gonna improvise it and stuff. But no, man, I overall wanted to just, so it's gonna pretty much be like a random talk, but I'm gonna be titling it being a comedian for an odd amount of minutes and stuff. And hopefully somebody hears this and they're like, hey, we want to invite you out to our club and stuff. Washington, though, it has to be Washington State, because people, I'm not trying to get no invites to a comedy club out in New York unless they plan on flying me out. Then I'm like, yeah, sure, I ain't got nothing else to do and things. But anyways, man, let's just overall just, get straight on into it and stuff. But no, I don't know why, first thing I felt like talking about was, just having friends, all right, so let me just start this off by saying, as a, black child, you're gonna learn or just as a black person, you're gonna learn at a young age that your friends don't know about black culture. There's gonna be some where they'll throw out hints of black culture, but they're not gonna know about black culture. They ain't gonna know about TV shows, they're not gonna know about movies, they're not gonna know about certain music, unless it's somebody of this day and age. They'll know of A$AP Rocky because he's in a relationship with Rihanna. You're outside friends outside of the black culture, because everybody knows Rihanna and everybody's gonna know about it. That's what trips me out though about just celebrities, is how much people they spend time throughout their day watching Rihanna. Is they're a part of the FBI or something. I'm like, fam, she's just a famous singer. The thing is this, it's no disrespect to Rihanna. She will forever go down in history as one of the best singers of all time. But I'm like, bruh, I feel like that people know more about Rihanna than they do about their own family. There's probably people in this world where they don't know jack about their parents, but they know what Rihanna did yesterday. And I'm like, that's scary, man. That's really scary to be at that, point in time, and you're just carrying on like that. It's weird, man. It's really weird. But no, it's funny though, because people wouldn't have known. If you ask somebody did you know who A$AP Rocky was 5 years ago? No, they did not. There might be some, but no, there's just people out there, they did not know who that man was. They don't know that he has a music collective called A$AP Mob. He has other people with the name A$AP in it. They probably just think he's the only person with that name. The only person. Then they'll probably see a rapper like A$AP Ferg and be like, he's allowed to take that beginning part. I wonder if he knows A$AP Rocky. No, let me go up. A$AP Mob. Oh, okay. No, they're friends. They know each other and stuff. And then that's how they slowly get into black music. But no, I learned at a young age where just people, they don't know black movies and black TV shows. I'll never forget when I told this substitute teacher, because me, like, if you know me, you know I'm in the movies. So I remember I told this substitute teacher because she said she was in the scary movies. So out of all of the movies that I could have recommended, I recommended probably one of the scariest black movies that you can ever watch. But it's this movie called Tales from the Hood. Watch the first one. They came out with other ones, and of course it's like those Sci-Fi Channel, BT Channel, like it's the straight to TV. Like it ain't no straight to DVD, Blu-ray. Like it didn't even make it straight to DVD. Like no, it's just straight to TV, bruh. It's no straight to VHS, nothing. They said no, we're gonna show this one time on this channel, and if it gets a significant amount of viewerships, we'll show it again. But after that, no, we are done. All right. So they're all like, we can't show the original one, but we're gonna show like this halfway made one and stuff. So. But anyway, so I remember I told that teacher about Tales from the Hood, and I was telling her about like scenes and stuff, and she said she was gonna watch it. Never seen that substitute teacher again. I felt like she probably, because to me, I watch that movie now, and it takes a lot to like, you know, kind of like scare me a little bit with movies, like creep me out a little bit. Tales from the Hood, the ending of that movie, that will trip you out. That it's one of those endings where it's like, bruh, that is scary. Like that is legit scary. Like there's not too many movies I can say that about. And what's crazy is that I watched that movie when I was a kid. Like for those that have seen Tales from the Hood, I watched movies like that when I was a child, bruh. Like it tripped me out. Like when I sit down and I think back, like fam, I was watching The Exorcist like during summer vacations and stuff. Like kids is all outside playing, having fun, all that stuff. I'm in the house watching, or in the apartment watching The Exorcist. And then like I'm telling you, like I will go from watching Drake and Josh to watching like some scary movie, The Grudge or something. I would go from watching Ed, Ned, and Eddie to Pet Cemetery. I'll go from watching SpongeBob to freaking what are some other scary movies that came? Tales from the Hood. Like I'm telling you, like, and the funny thing is that it hasn't changed. Like I'll go from watching, like, it's just with YouTube videos, but I'll go from watching like a cute video about dogs, or you know when they show them videos of soldiers coming home from the war and stuff, and then I'll watch like a scary scene from like some movie, and I'm like, huh, okay. And then it's the same thing with music. I'll go from listening to freaking Tupac, and then all of a sudden I'm listening to Johnny Cash, and I'm thinking to myself, like, how did I even find out about, where was I in life to when I had found out about Johnny Cash? Because that's something where I'm like, if you would have told like 10-year-old me he was gonna be listening to Johnny Cash, no, you know what? That's actually how I found out about Johnny Cash. It was a video game trailer. And it was this video game called Prototype 2. And I remember they had this Johnny Cash. It was it Hurt? No, it was his song Hurt. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I know Johnny Cash. Does he have a movie? I'm gonna watch a movie about him. No, I think they do have a movie about him. And so, see what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, like the funny thing is that I remember a teacher, and I'm like, honestly, it took some time, but I truly do believe her. I remember she got so mad at the classroom, and she looked at all of us and said, you know, you guys have a small case, or did she say a small? I think she said you have like a case of ADHD to ADD. And I'm like, huh. All right, you know, I don't know what that means, but, you know, then I'm like, let me go and see what's going on in my, there you go. I'm like, that's it. That's it. It shows, right? You could get easily distracted by some stuff. She didn't said that to me. I should be worried. I'm not even worried. I'm sitting here thinking about what am I going to do when I get home? Should I eat first or play video games? I should do homework, but no, I'm a kid. I'm not going to do no homework and stuff. So, but man, I'm telling you, oh my God, like I got stories about teachers. I think for the most part, y'all already know about like teachers and stuff, but yeah, it's like their teachers they'll say some like crazy stuff though. Like I think everybody knows about the one health teacher that I had, and she told me that I wasn't going to graduate because I didn't know how to use a blood pressure cuff. I'm like, you try explaining that to my African American parents that their child is not going to graduate from high school because he doesn't know how to use something that literally 90% of the world also doesn't know how to use. And it's so stupid. Like she's probably one of the dumbest health teachers that's ever taught health, but she'll go and show you, like, she just showed us a bunch of different stuff, and it's like, have you bothered to sit down and think, like, okay, reminding you guys, this teacher just said that I have a small case of ADHD or ADD, right? So what makes you think teaching us about STDs and then teaching us about what happens when your head gets decapitated from a car, and then all of a sudden we gotta learn how to use a blood pressure cuff? What is this health class? Like, what are we learning in this health class? We're learning absolutely nothing. The only thing that I really remember from health, and I had learned that back when I was in middle school, CPR. I feel like that's the only thing that you really pick up from health class that you should know about is CPR. But a blood pressure cuff? So no, I know this was some real stuff. She actually had showed us a video of a person's head, like literally leaving their body in a car accident. And it didn't even dawn to me like what that video, because I had seen the video before. I had never, I guess, like knew that's what had happened to the person. But anyway, she goes in, she's all like, oh, do you see this round thing going across the freeway? What do you think that is? And we're all like, debris, parts from the car or something. Like, we don't know. She's like, oh, that's the person's head. I'm like, why are you showing us this? Like, what does this have to, if this is teaching us health, that person is dead. Like, that person is gone. Like, they're having a 6 o'clock appointment with Jesus and God right now. So why are you showing us this? I'm telling you, like, that teacher, she was honestly the weirdest teacher ever. There's like some rumors. I'll get to those rumors, but nah, like that teacher, she was just really weird. But I remember it was like the last few days of school, right? And I had to go and make up like some or I had to get my grade up pretty much for her class. So anyways, I go to her class early in the morning. And so she was all like, all right, so just go ahead, put the blood pressure cuff on me and all that stuff. And just do that. So anyways, putting the blood pressure cuff on her, start squeezing the thing. She's giving me this look like I'm the dumb one. And I'm thinking to myself, like, nobody knows how. You ask, if she goes and brings up like the list of that class, like everybody that was in that class, even like the straight A student of that class, you bring them in and ask them, do they know how to use a blood pressure cuff? Unless they are a doctor, they're not going to know how to use a blood pressure cuff. I feel like I remember everybody in that classroom, none of them were doctors. None of them were doctors. They're not even nurses. They don't even work at a dentist's office, bro. They don't even play like no doctor video games. None of that. All right. So she's giving me this look as if like no, and I did mess up in things, but she's like, are you serious? I'm like, what? And she's like, you really don't know how to use a blood pressure cuff? And I'm thinking to myself, literally, this whole school don't know. You go and ask them weird lunchroom ladies, do they know how to use a blood pressure cuff? Maybe one of them might just say yeah and surprise us, but I guarantee and I promise you, they're gonna say no. Nobody knows, even the principal, bruh. Them like, your boss, literally, your boss. They don't know how to use a blood pressure cuff. I didn't say that. I was kind of worried because I'm like, when she told me I wasn't gonna graduate, that kind of was sitting in the back of my head, and I'm thinking to myself, well, can I not just do some test or something? I'm like, just give me a test. And I'm thinking to myself, no, I'm not going to go back home and tell my parents, oh yeah, your son, he ain't graduating because he doesn't know how to use a blood. They wasn't going to go with that. Like, I know my parents because literally I'm both of my parents put together. And I just know if that was to happen to me, like when I have a kid, I'm going up to that school and I'm telling them, I'm like, fam, you gather up every teacher in this school. You gather up your boss, you gather up everybody, bro. Gather them all up and you ask them if they know how to use a blood pressure cuff. Because I guarantee and I promise you, they're not gonna know, all right? You go ask a math teacher. You could go ask a science teacher. You could go ask a history teacher. You can go ask the assistant principal, the lady that gets the little intercom thing and she's saying like, oh, all the activities that's gonna go on for the day. You ask the janitor. You can ask anybody at that school, do they know how to use a blood pressure cuff? Maybe, just maybe some of them might know. I guarantee and I promise you not all of them are gonna know. Not all of them, all right? So anyways, but I did graduate, just in case anybody was wondering. I graduated on time, got my diploma. It was kind of weird, though. Like, they had us, like, rehearse, like, the graduation and all that stuff. I mean, I guess, like, if schools do that, they do that, but I just thought that was weird. I was like, bro, what were you, why? I fell asleep at my graduation. No, when the, like, school president, when she got up and started talking, I took a nap. I'm like, I'm not even afraid to admit that. She's cool and all, but, it was just just, I wasn't there for that. I was there to just get my, well, so yeah, we ended up getting our diploma like mailed in. I think it was a month later. Oh, and then that's how you find out that you're not graduating. So when we were doing the rehearsals, they told us like, all right, so there's these two tables. There's one table with white cards, and then there's a table with blue cards. If your name is on the white card, you're graduating. If your name is on the blue card, you're not graduating. When I tell you guys, I ran to that table so fast, the table with the white cards, to make sure. I was like, that's the one time when I'm like, no, I need to see some whiteness. I need to see my name tied to some whiteness. All right, no, I need to see it. Okay. But when I tell you guys, I ran to that table so fast to make sure that my name, and when I seen my name, I was like, bro, I don't know what I would have done if I would have seen, and I think I had some fines too. Like I think it was like maybe $30 or $40 in fines. I can't remember what the fines were for, but I think I did have some fines and stuff. I should one of these days just go, I don't know, go up there with like $100 and just be all like, hey, here you go. They're going like, what's this for? I was like, some fines that I had like 10 years ago. Like, no, because it was literally, next year will be like 10 years since I've been out of school. It's crazy to think that. It's honestly crazy to think like it's been 10 years, bruh. Like I graduated 2014, and it doesn't, like, the thing is that you can say that it doesn't feel like it's been 10 years, but at the same time, it's been 10 years, bro. Like it's crazy, you know. But that's one thing. Like when I go out, I think honestly, because so I go out and exercise, right? And this like route that I take, I go past my school. By the way, I hate the fact that my school decided to do renovations after I graduate. After the fact that I graduated, they decide that they're going to make it an indoor school. By the way, just letting y'all know, I went to both my middle school. No, actually, no. There was the second elementary school, my middle school, and my high school, all outdoor schools. Now, the elementary, the elementary school, it was like kind of like, it was like half and half. Half of it was like, you could like walk to throughout the school and stuff, but if you wanted to like go outside and things and walk around, get you some fresh air, you can very well do that. So they had best of both worlds. The middle school, it seemed like as the time progressed on, it slowly became like less of an indoor school and more of an outdoor school. But no, so my high school, right, they decided that they were going to do this renovations, and when I tell you guys, like, we went through some cold days, bruh. It was the same year when the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, and I'll never forget that week. That week, it was like 16, I think, degrees outside. When I tell you guys I was cold, bruh, I felt like I was in that movie The Day After Tomorrow. Like, it was on some stuff where I was like, my body was curling up, and I'm like, what is going on right now? Like, why is it so cold outside, bro? Like, I like when the weather is cold, but not too cold. Like, I don't like when it's like maybe like 30, 40 degrees. Yeah, you'll probably see me outside wearing a hoodie, a jacket, and some shorts. But if it's like 20 below, like, nah, bro, I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing probably a couple of pairs of socks. I'm wearing like these not bands, but like there's these like arm and like calf muscle covers and stuff. I wear those when exercising. I'll probably end up wearing those. Like, nah, I'm bundling up when it's that cold outside. No, it's too cold. And the fact that they had us going to school like during that time, and then they was all like, oh, you're not allowed to wear hats. Nah, we were wearing hats. I'm like, no, I'm gonna have to break a teacher's ankles if he or she tries taking a hat. But I'm like, you ain't taking my hat. Maybe one of these other kids, you could catch them lacking. But I seriously will get into a whole football play. I will do a HB dive on you in order to just make sure you do not take my hat. That ain't happening, bruh. So anyway, I'm almost like, well, it depends though. Like if it's a classroom, then I'll try to do some James Bond stuff and steal my hat back. But no, if it's like the office or something, yeah, that hat's a lot. Cause no, there was a time though in middle school where a teacher, she did take my hat, and I don't know why she decided to do that. And it's like, you should have known what was gonna happen. But anyways, it's because she didn't lock her drawer thing. So she goes to the bathroom, and she kind of took her time about it too. She was kind of up there in age. But anyways, So she's like walking all slow down the hallway, and I'm like, fam, I could just walk over, but I was jumping over desk, tables, all that stuff, making sure of it. Because it was a John Cena hat. I'm like, no, you can take any other hat, but no, you can't take my John Cena hat. And so, no, I waited until she left, took my hat back, put it in my pocket, and she didn't know. So I was like I sat down. Classroom is cracking up, by the way. They all looking at me. I'm sitting here just out of breath, like. Like she comes back to the classroom, and I'm like, she's probably looking at me like, what? Why is he breathing so hard? Well, I know he ain't getting that hat back and stuff. And so, yeah, I'm just classrooms cracking up, all that stuff. And I'm like, nah, man, I'm not gonna sit here and just let you take my hat. You ain't paid for that. No, I think I got that. No, because it was my mom. Because no, WWE, they I don't know if they still do, but they used to sell magazines. And so I think there was one time they had like a John Cena hat come free with the magazine. I'm like, bro, that's my magazine hat, bro. You can't take my magazine hat. But anyways, yeah, school was just freaking like crazy and toxic. Like there's so many war stories that I have about school that I could go off about and things, but yeah, man, like it's one of those things where I'm like, it's funny because people, they always ask me like, oh, would you want to go back to school? Nope, not at all. I graduated. I did my time. I don't ever want to go back whatsoever. Like, I did think about it, though. Like, I wanted to, like, go to, like, college and just take up a course. But I was, like a community college. No, because I checked the prices to see, like, getting into a university. And I'm like, bro, I am cheap. I'm like, if there's an online course that I could pay, like, maybe $100, $200 for, okay, cool. But I'm not going to go and pay, like, $100 and something thousand. And, no, I'm like, I'm 26 years old. I'm like, I'm not gonna be doing that. Nah, I'm like, that's just I'm at a point in time in my life where I am trying my hardest to save money. All right, yeah, I might have my weaknesses, but I'm not gonna be spending no 100 and some unless I'm rich. If I'm making like Mr. Beast or like David Dobrik money, then yeah, sure. But if not, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm saving, I'm saving but spending at the same time. But I ain't spending it on no college, so. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Also, if you're purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20, 10%, not 20, 10% off of your next purchase. And if you are purchasing any controller covers for your Xbox or PlayStation controller, or even the little grip protection things for your analog sticks, you could go to Fatal Grips, use my promo code TMossBoss, and it will knock 10% off your next purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for some more episodes like this, and peace.